Hey, this is J-Dog from Hollywood Undead, and you're watching 3 Dot Mag.
So what you guys been up to lately, man?
We just released our 4th studio record, so it came out about a month ago, and we're touring right now. We're touring the States, go to Europe in June, do all the European festivals, come back, do a headlining tour in the fall. I don't even know, man. I don't even know which Carolina we're in right now. I'm just fucking here drinking beers. So I just know we're touring a lot, that's all.
Yeah, well, when y'all's band, how did all y'all guys get together, man? Has it been the same group of fellas, or?
We used to be in like different bands together. We all grew up together. Our parents know each other, so we literally grew up in separate bands together, and we just tried to do something different, like, which was Hollywood Undead, the first song, and then it just like reacted really well with people, so we just stuck with it. I never thought I'd be here talking to these fine gentlemen right now.
So how long have y'all been doing it?
It's almost been 10 years now. I think we've been a band for 9 years. It's crazy because when we first started, it was literally just for fun, you know. Anyone who starts a band, like, wants to be bigger and make that their career, but you never get to choose that. It's just, you know, it's the luck of the draw almost. So I never thought we would be a band for 10 years. And every day it's a struggle, man. Like, we fight a lot, but we're also all best friends with each other, so it works out.
Yeah. Well, tell me how it works when you guys start writing new music and go in the studio. You know, what goes on with that process?
We do a lot of the writing and recording on our own, and we work with producers in studios as well. But there's so many writers in this band because there's 6 of us. So it's like one person starts an idea, they'll take it to one person, they'll write their own lyrics. It literally just goes back and forth. That's why our music sounds so different, because there's so many different songwriters in it. So every album is like a clusterfuck. Like, there's too many songs and too many people writing, but it's a good problem to have, though. So I can't complain.
Yeah. How did you get into playing music, man? I mean, how did you start doing these?
I grew up in Hollywood, you know, California. So I literally grew up like a block or 2 away from the Hollywood Bowl. My mom, she wanted to go see The Who, and I didn't know who the fuck they were at the time. She took me to see The Who. I was like 15 or 16, and like I was blown away by it, and, you know, and the bass player and everything about it. I was like literally entranced. I was like, dude, that made me want to play music. And I never listened to rock music. I grew up in like rap and shit like that. So when I saw The Who, I was like blown away, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So I think like a month later, I went out and got a bass, and then fucking started playing like that. Been doing it ever since.
Yeah. Well, who are some of your influences growing up? Some of the bands you like to play with? I like to listen to.
The bands we all listen to don't like, we never get to play with. Like, we all grew up on like classic rock and shit like that, you know. Like, my favorite band growing up was Black Sabbath, but whose wasn't that their favorite band, you know what I mean? So a lot of the bands we like don't like us, basically, so we'll never get to play with them, but whatever.
Well, who are some big bands that y'all have played with? Some well-known folks, big tours?
Oh, like Korn. We're playing with Korn again today, so all of us grew up listening to Korn as well. Korn was like a band we all idolized growing up. It's cool because now we hang out with those dudes, and there's a lot of bands like that, like, you know, Marilyn Manson we all grew up listening to, and we're seeing him play today, so it's actually cool as shit to be able to like see all these people like firsthand and become friends with them.
Yeah. Well, with your new album coming out, what's some of the singles that are off of there that's been doing pretty good?
Yeah, the first single was a song called Day of the Dead. It's the same as our album title. The next single, I don't know. It's up to the label. I don't get to decide that shit. They don't listen to us. Like, nobody does.
Well, so what other big tours did you say were coming up for you guys that we got to look out for?
We're going to Europe in June. Again, I don't know what Carolina we're in, so I can't like tell you dates of stuff. I just know it's June in Europe. And then I think July we're off, in August or something we're going to another American tour. What Carolina are we in right now?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. At Carolina Rebellion, folks. So yeah, June in Europe, and then back in the States in August, something like that.
All right, well, you got anything to add, and where can people find your music, find out more about you?
HollywoodUndead.com, I think. It was Hollywood Undead TV for a minute, and they changed it, so I don't know. Just Google it. Anyone who can't find what they want to find on the internet now is an idiot, so
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just Google us, and if you want to see us come play, it'll be awesome.
Hey, what were some of the things you did before you got in a band? I forgot to ask, man. I mean, you know, what were you doing before all this happened?
Oh man, all of us had the most random, because there's 6 of us, and all of us are kind of different from each other. I did all sorts of weird shit. I used to DJ with my sister. I used to clean grease ducks in restaurants. I used to like sell drugs. I used to sell jewelry with my mom. Like, I did all sorts of shit. I never had like a normal job. I kind of did odd jobs here and there because I always wanted to play music. And even when the band first started, I still had to work when I got home, you know, for years. So people thought we were like instant millionaires. Like, fuck, dude, I still had to go work. Like, every time we were off tour, I had to go work to pay my rent. So I literally just did whatever I could find. And all these other dudes were like waiters and all sorts of random shit. Except for one of them, he's secretly rich. I'm not gonna say who. He's really, yeah, he's Batman. No, I was kidding. For people who want to do music and kids like starting out writing music, the only thing I could stress on is like write good music. Don't write something because you wrote it think it's amazing. Like, you got to be open to people's input, and you know, you got to be critical about what you do. With the influx of the internet and so many people can like record in their bedrooms and make music, the competition's like this fucking high. Like, so any advice I'd give to anyone trying to be like a musician of any sort is just be good at what you do. You know what I mean? Really spend time and do it. Like, don't fucking think because you're gonna be special. It doesn't happen that way. You know what I mean? You really have to be good at what you do nowadays. So the internet made it easy for people to like get exposed, but it also made it harder for the good people to get exposed too. You know what I mean? Because there's too much shit going on now.